Thank you once again for joining here with me as we continue our daily devotion. Today we're going to go back into Matthew chapter 14 from verse 22 all the way to 36. And we're going to finish off this chapter today. And you're going to learn about Jesus walking on water and how you must keep your faith. And it says, immediately he made the disciple get into the boat and go before him to the other side, while he dismissed the crowd. We left off where Jesus feed over 5,000 people. So Jesus is sending the crowd away, but he sent his disciple before him. And after he had dismissed the crowd, he went up on the mountain by himself to pray. When evening came, he was there alone. But the boat by this time was a long way from the land, beaten by the wave, for the wind was against them. And in the fourth watch of the night he came to them, walking on the sea. But when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were terrified and said, "It is a ghost." And they cried out in fear. But immediately Jesus spoke to them, saying, "Take heart, it is I, do not be afraid." And Peter answered him, "Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water." He said, "Come." So Peter got out of the boat and walked on the water and came to Jesus. But when he saw the wind, he was afraid and began to sink. He cried out, "Lord, save me." And this happened to many of us. Many times when we are faced with situations, we said, "Lord, send us a sign." But sometimes signs come in all different forms. And because of whatever sign you receive, it might not always come in your favor at that moment. But never give up too soon. Because even when you ask for something and even that same thing that you receive is not what you exactly wanted, or you've been tried and it was too much for you, always know that the Lord will save you. And when Peter cried out, "Lord, save me," this is what Christ will always do for you. Jesus immediately reached out his hand and took hold of him, saying to him, "O you of little faith, why did you doubt?" So never doubt Christ. Never doubt what you ask God for. No matter what situation you're facing, keep your faith. Never doubt. Things can go wrong around you, but always believe when God say something, and whatever for you, no man or nothing can take that away. You continue to believe that. Let us continue. And it says, and when they got into the boat, the wind ceased. So no matter what you're facing, once God step in, all those problems will go away. And those in the boat worship him, saying, "Truly you are the Son of God." And when they had crossed over, they came to the land of Gennesaret. And when the men of that place recognized him, they sent around to all that region and brought to him all who were sick, and implored him, or asked him, that they might only touch the fringe of his garment. And as many as touched it were made well. So they just touched a piece of his garment, or the edge of his garment, and they were made well. Jesus said many times, your faith is what makes you well. Because you believe that you are healed, or you believe that you can overcome a situation, you will overcome it by just thinking that. So Jesus is there as just something to verify what is happening. So you have to always believe in whatever you ask God for. And with that, my brothers and sisters, we come to the end of chapter 14. We're going to start chapter 15 tomorrow. And I will say, always remember the men and the women out there that are serving in your prayers and those that are in need. And always help people if you can help them. Because you never know. When you are facing certain situation, God will always send someone to help you. And remember to treat others the same way that you would like them to treat you. Be safe out there. Be safe out there on the road. Take care. Till next time as we continue our daily devotion.